Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tradingrich.com. My name is Richard Adjei, and I'm the co-founder and head trader here at Trading Rich. I'm happy to present to you another exciting video here on what is happening in the stock market. So I've been getting DMs from members asking me what's going on. Is the market is the market going correct? Are we getting into a correction? Is just a pullback? Is it something to do with, is that the end of the bull market? So in this video, I'm going to break down what is happening in the market from a technical standpoint and let you guys know where price is going. So if you're joining us for the first time, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. So without much ado, I'll go straight to the charts here and show you guys what is going on. So this is the chart of the S&P 500, which is the SPY, which is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. So far, I mean, this last week we got the mega cap earnings. We got from Apple, we got from Amazon. All of them reported. Some were good, some were bad. Meta did not do well. It sold off. We got Microsoft. Microsoft also sold off as well. And this week we got earnings from Palantir. Palantir is one of those stocks that is very overvalued. Like, it's an overvalued company, right? So with Palantir, what we've seen is that Palantir, I'll just go to the chart here. So if you can see Palantir was a stock that as of April 2025, it was $65. It has gone all the way up to, what is it now? It went to 206. Couple years ago, this was in 2024. 2024, it was 2024 February, it was as low as $16. So this stock has rallied a lot. And what happened is that before the earnings, they also got pre-anticipatory run. We saw the Palantir stock rally higher. So usually when you have stocks that have rallied a lot before earnings, they tend to sell off, right? They tend to sell off, even though they posted showing that they've made some profits in their revenue, and they also reported that they're going to have strong guidance. Even with that, it could not hold the stock up, because once you are so extended going into an earnings call, usually the company has to report something out of the ordinary, like something like a cure for cancer or something that's going to get it. Then that's where you're going to see the move to the upside. But otherwise, you are going to get a sell. So let's go back to the SPY and see what is happening. So last night, we got earnings from Palantir. We got earnings from Shopify. Most of them did not do well. Like it sold off for Palantir, even though it reported strong earnings and good guidance. So right now, where is the market heading? That's the $1 million question. So $1 million question here is that, so if you look at this is the sell-off from Friday, October 10th, right? When Donald Trump tweeted about China restricting rare earth materials from coming to the US and other countries. It caused the market to sell. So since then, the market has reversed. And then what did it do? It broke out. So you see where this purple line is? This purple line is the place where the breakout happened. So this is where, so the highs of that, before that Friday big sell-off, the highs, that was the place where price broke out from. So we got what is called a breakout. So in technical analysis, what happens is that once you break a key resistance and you break out from it, typically, or a trend line, you come back and retest it. So this moved this way, broke it. Let me use a different color. We broke it. And then what do? We came down, retraced to the scene of the crime, right? So that's what's happening here. So here, this was breaking of this purple line was the crime. And then retracing back is called retracing to the scene of the crime. That is natural movement of stocks and ETF and financial assets, right? When they move like that, it's just like a trend line or any kind of resistance. It goes break and retest. So here, tomorrow is going to be a very pivotal day in the market in the sense that we are here at the purple line, which is the 20 SMA on the daily, right? So if you take this off, like this is the 20 exponential moving average or simple moving average. That's where we are at right now. So if you look at this is my exponential. You can change it to this. It can stretch a bit by exponential. Let's leave it as exponential for now. So we are at the exponential moving average. And if you look at this, you put back the lines, we have this mini trend line, right? So this mini trend line, one touch, two touch, kissed it here and held here. So as long as this mini trend line holds, we are going to reverse. However, if we get a gap down or breakdown, this is going to be a clear short to the downside. Then in that case, we are going to look to target the next area. So which is going to be somewhere here where the red line is. You see this red line? We want to come there. So let's go fast forward. Let's go back a time in history. Let's check the weekly time frame on SPY. We have seen that over the last couple of months, this is the weekly time frame, by the way. So over the last couple of months, we see that any single time that the SPY has reached this teal blue line or CN colored line, it always bounces. It always bounces. Okay. So I believe that we are going to get one more test here. If this sell-off continues, we are going to come here and test this area again. This time around, we shall see if it breaks. So if it breaks this, then it's going to be a big one. That means that we are going to head down. Next area is going to be here or in between here, somewhere here, right? We can stop here. Okay. So if you look at that from here to here, it's 6%, right? And if we get a continuation, then we are going to come all the way here to the previous all-time highs. That will give us a correction, 10% or more correction, right? That is if we continue going to the downside. Okay. But for now, I don't think we are going to get there yet because based on what has happened in the past, SPY has found it difficult to break below this CN blue line, which is the 9 EMA on the weekly time frame. It has not broken it, so it's been very strong. So we shall see what happens in the days and weeks ahead here. But I'll go back to the daily chart, and what I'm going to be watching closely tomorrow is this upsloping trend line. If we're trading below it, like with a gap down or anything of that sort or break during the trading hours, I'm going to look to short SPY. Those in our day trading room, we are going to look to trade this to the downside, and I'm going to target here is going to be our ultimate target. I don't know if you're going to get there in one day, but I could. So this is going to be next profit target. Next profit target is going to be 667 74, this area, and then the next target will be here, this lows, which coincides approximately equal to the 50 SMA on the daily. So that's why I see SPY going. So it's two things. So this trend line here, mini trend line here is acting. If we hold it, we are going to go long, and then we are going to get something like this. Let's see if I can draw the line. So here, let's move this up. Not a quite big candle, but something sizable, right? Something sizable. Okay. So we get like a green candle, and that green candle closes here tomorrow. If we get that, if we get a green candle, so in order for me to see a confirmation here, right, I would like to see a green candle whose body is taller or closes above the body of this red candle. That will convince me that a reversal is imminent. However, if it's the candle is smaller than this, the body of this, then it's not done yet. It can still go down. So that's the thing. So if it holds here, we are going to go up. If it breaks, then we are going to go down. So it's as simple as that. Simple trade plan. Okay. All right. So now let me go to the QQQ, the tech heavy QQQ, and let's see what's going on there. So with QQQ, what I've been watching is I've been watching this trend line here. This one is from 2025. July. It's been holding it here, and now we've come all the way down, and we also close to where the 20 SMA. So here the 20 SMA is here. So we shall see if price holds the 20 SMA tomorrow. If price holds it, then we are going to push up, right? If price holds it, then we are going to push up to the upside. Okay, we are going to push up to the upside. So here we have, this is the 50. Okay, so if we are to get that, we are going to get a move to the downside. There's going to move here, and then from there we can come all the way down here to this line here. This is a trend line that connects from this day. This is May 23rd, and then here, right? So either here, somewhere here, I think this sell, if this sell continues, we are going to come to the red line area, at least at 598. Okay, so that's what I'm watching for QQQ. So for now, if the purple line holds, this level at the purple line 616 holds, then we are going to do a reversal. But if it fails, we are going to come down, fill this gap. This is a gap fill. Fill this gap, and then head lower. Okay, so that's why I see price going in the short term, and then once it gets here, we can figure out. So over here is the critical level. This is the high of the tweet, and then here this is the highs, right? So this place is going to act. This area that was resistance is going to act as key support. So basically, what QQQ is doing is this green line was the crime, and then what did he do? So he broke out, and then what he's doing now is that he's doing retrace to the scene of the crime. That's where he wants to come. Somewhere here, we are going to get a bounce. If the buy step in, then we can go and make new all-time highs. So that's how I see it. But if there's a deeper sell-off, then you are going to get a deeper sell-off. Okay. All right. So last night, news came out that Michael Berry, the famous Michael Berry, the famous guy that's because of his story, they use it to, if you go to Netflix, you are going to see a movie called Big Shot. So the guy from the Big Shot fame. So basically, Michael Berry, what made him popular was that during the subprime mortgages in 2008, the great financial crisis, he bet against the market, right? Going short on the market, and he made significant amount of money. So he made personally $100 million, and then his company made 700 to 800 million dollars, right? Something around 700 million dollars from that. So he's famous for to be somebody that likes to short the market, likes to short things. So yesterday, when news broke that when they checked his portfolio, his biggest position that he had was 80% of his position in his portfolio is Palantir short puts. Palantir puts. Palantir is an AI company. Palantir puts. So puts is, if you don't know about option, puts is basically if a trader or an investor is speculating the price of a stock or entity is going to go down, asset is going to go down, in order to bet to the downside, what they do is that they buy put options. So think about it in this way, like the landline phone. When you get a call, somebody calls you, you pick up the handset and say, hello, that is called a call. So call means that you are speculating that the option price or the asset is going to rally. A put is when you are speculating that the asset is going to go down. So after making the call, what do? You put the handset down, so it's a put to the downside. Okay, all right. So that's QQQ. So we're seeing QQQ sell here, and also let's also look at the VIX, the volatility index. So volatility index is something that is very important. This is the volatility index of the S&P 500 SPY. So I'm going to look at see if I see anything here. So over here we see, so we see here something like this. Okay, so we have this trend line here working now, this trend line. So what I'm going to look to see is that Are we ever going to come and break above here, come to this area? If we, and you see that this is the weekly time frame, that's gapped up and held. So you just need to close above this yellow line, this 200 week, and then go up. Let's go to the daily chart. You can see that it tried to make the move, but it couldn't finish it. So tomorrow, if the VIX is able to break above $20, then you are going to see intense selling in the market, right? Intense selling in the market if it does that. Like, so the VIX, basically what it does is that the VIX is the volatility index that tracks the S&P 500, and basically what it does is anytime it rallies, the market sells off. Okay, that the SPY sells off, and the SPY is the ETF that tracks the top 500 companies in America. Okay, all right, so that's the VIX. Then now let's quickly look at the DIA. So the DIA2 has shown weakness as well. It's at the 20. So we shall see if the DIA can hold this area. At least if it can hold here, this level, it can make a fight to the upside back. But if we break below this, then we are coming here. Okay, that's for the DIA. All right, so I have an interesting chart here for the SMH. So SMH is the semiconductor ETF. And I was doing my analysis and I realized that SMH, this is the weekly time frame of the SMH. If you put a 200-week simple moving average there, which is the red line, which is a yellow line, and you check the peak to trough of the major highs of the SMH, you are going to see that from here, this was December 2021, we got what 102% rise, right, rally. And then here you have, this was July 2024, you got the same stuff, and then this led to 40% correction to the downside, right? So anytime we've had this, you've had corrections or sell-offs of a tune of 40% or more. And guess what? This is where we are at right now. Same 102. And then what are we seeing? We are seeing what? A sell in the SMH. So what we are looking at here is that, is this sell going to continue? Is this just like a regular pullback, or is it going to be a major sell? So I believe that if it's going to be a major sell, at least first of all, you have to come to the 50, try to negotiate the 50 and see if they can bounce. If not, it's going to go down. So you see here, this here has held all throughout. Anytime it came here, it held and it pushed up. So yeah, so this SMH is really, really important because the AI trade is dependent on the S&P, is dependent on the SMH, right? So the SMH is the ETF that tracks all semiconductors, NVIDIA, AMD, etc. That's what it tracks. Okay, so here we are seeing clearly what is going on, and the SMH is what is holding this market, because that's the AI trade, and without the AI trade, this market wouldn't be at all-time highs at this moment. Okay, all right. So let's look at the two stocks that Michael Berry had a big short position in his portfolio. So let's look at King NVIDIA, the king of the market, King NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, last week before the FOMC, I took a short position on NVIDIA. Okay, I mean, it wasn't a popular decision because like NVIDIA is something that is a strong stock, right? It's been going crazy, and that's one of the things that controls the market. So what I did was I said, okay, we are going to look at this here. NVIDIA it was extended. So basically what I was looking for is that I used the weekly time frame, checked it out, and I checked the daily. So daily, this was a candle on that Wednesday. That was the FOMC on Wednesday. So on that day, took the trade. My stop is here. So where my stop is. And here capitalizing on the move to the downside. So here, this was what I was looking for. Looking for a break of 207. Once we break 207, I knew that the floodgates will open and this is going to come down because we have a top and tail candle, and then you have two of them. You have dual top and tails, right? So these are like a double top, and then we are going to get to the downside. So NVIDIA still has more downside now that it's broken below this. So next area is going to be here. It's already there already. So next is going to be coming here to the 20. Okay, if you hold the 20, then we are going to get a bounce. But if not, this thing can come all the way here. So what they can do is that they can push price of NVIDIA down to the 50 SMA, and then wait and see what happens. If buy step in, then we can get it to move to the upside. But for now, I believe that NVIDIA still has more downside to come, as long as if over here is a place where I think it can hold because of the moving averages break wall situation, it can hold it and bounce. But otherwise, it has more downside. So Michael Berry's position, it was discovered that 80% of his portfolio was NVIDIA puts and also Palantir puts, right? So I believe that he started making money already. And then if you look at Palantir, let's look at Palantir. So Palantir, I talked about Palantir earlier on. So last night I was saying that in the community, I was saying that I don't think that Palantir was going to break out and go because like it's super extended and it has had its pre and its run. So what's going to be happen is that it's going to be a buy rumor, sell the news, and that's what we've seen here today. Yesterday was this, and today, boom, coming down. So next area I'm going to watch is here. We've already hit there, and then we've broken below the 20 SMA. We've broken below it, so we are now heading down. So the next target, ultimate target, should be here, the 50. If it fails, then we are going to go lower to this area. Okay, so Palantir is still a short in the short to go down, and then NVIDIA as well is looking to go down as well. Yeah, so these are the key things I wanted to bring to your attention to let you guys know what is going up with the market. I know some people are panicking, some people are stressed out about it, but everything is going to be fine. The market is just pulling back in order to go make new all-time highs, right? So if you look at this on SPY, let me see if I can pull it. Let's go to the S&P 500. That's the SPY, SPY. Or let's even do XOX. SPS, so SPY. So that's SPY, that's the SPY. So the SPY here, what SPY has been doing is that SPY has held this ground. And we are seeing here, so basically what happened is that we have this parallel channel. We have this parallel channel, and then price came here, liberation day low, it held, and then reversed. Now it's putting in this top and tail candle. So top and tail candle is like a reversal sign when you see that at a resistance level. So look at it. So it looks like we want to come down. Okay. So here, this is an important point to know that this is looking to come down. Tomorrow, we want to see if this continues. I want to see price trade below this red line. That I'll be convinced that we are going to go down. Okay, so then going down, we are going to come somewhere here or even here if the correction is intense. Okay. All right, so that's about it for this video. I hope you learned something. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and then please share this video with your friends and family so that they can also get the information that you're getting to help them out. Okay. All right, so anybody that is in the market that you know who trades the stock market, crypto market, send this YouTube link to them so that they can watch and learn, and also and follow our work on a regular basis. So thank you very much. Have a good night. See you in the next video. Bye for now.